something I've started as very part-time, small. I had another business I owned at the time when I first bought a property. Those sellers actually referred me to somebody else, and I ended up buying their property, and then I got a multi-unit, and then there was, it just evolved over time. And now the market's changed. There's a niche opportunity now, especially in short sales.
When Doug and I came together, I understood and he understood that he needed the expertise from a realtor.
When you don't have enough knowledge about something, things that may be relatively simple once you understand them seem complicated. I think that's true of the short sale process. It's not a typical transaction.
For the investor, there's really no drawback. You have to make sure they understand that it is a different transaction, not different in regards to complexity. It just takes a little bit of time because you're not dealing with the home seller making decisions after you've initiated the short sale. You're actually dealing with the lender, and there's a large volume of short sales that are going on, so it becomes a workload issue for them, which really gets shortened if you end up with a broker who understands the short sale process.
This was something I've recently kind of become more aware of, is the level of training that RE/MAX offers their agents. As far as learning that process, that's a huge asset.
A short sale is a situation where you're trying to help a family prevent a foreclosure for a lot of reasons. Probably the biggest reason is you're helping them out of their home in a very tough situation. You're negotiating with the bank to get an amount much less than what they're committed to on their loan, and you're helping a family work with the bank to take a lower payoff than what they were expecting to receive on that note.
If all the data that they need to evaluate it isn't provided, it's literally shredded. I mean, you can start the process all over again, but by that time, maybe the foreclosure is going to happen. And they're not going to postpone a foreclosure sale without a complete package. And sometimes the seller doesn't have that much time. That's a critical component in the process.
And a short sale really does help not only the family because there's an organized exit, but it also helps the neighborhood because once the bank gets that property and becomes a foreclosure, it's likely to sit there for months and months. And we already know everybody can identify with that foreclosed property on any block. We know that a short sale situation really does help the bank, it helps the seller, and obviously helps the investor as well.
For investors who are thinking about getting started right now, I know if you were to turn on the TV or listen to the radio or read a newspaper, you might think we're in the Great Depression or that this would be the worst time ever to buy real estate, and I think it's just the opposite.